All right, it's that time again. I have another mystery box. I dug this one out deep from within the pile, so who knows what I might have received. It's an eBay box, but who knows what I might have received. Probably 6 months ago now. I'm excited. You all watching? Probably not as excited as I am because you already know what it is, because I most certainly will put it in the video title, but I'm excited. Oh, and this is exciting. This is really cool. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, we have a finger piece has broken off. Poor finger piece. Okay, this is really cool. I've never had one of these on my channel before. As a matter of fact, I've never even seen one of these in person. I've only seen these in pictures. This is a Telegraph Apparatus Company hole-in-the-wall bug. They made these in a couple of different finishes, but they're all pretty much the same thing. So we can see here, Telegraph Apparatus Company, not incorporated, Chicago, Illinois, USA. TAC, Telegraph Apparatus Company. This is super clean. I'm going to guess this was from the 50s or 60s. I don't know a whole lot about these. I don't see anything like a serial number, so I'm going to guess that these were not serialized. What I do know is these are kind of related to the McElroy keys. Let me grab a McElroy key. Okay, so this is a McElroy key. Now I know these don't look an awful lot alike, but you will notice there's a couple of things. Thing one, the main lever assembly and the spring and the pendulum rod are the same. As a matter of fact, this is my pendulum extender for the McElroy bug. It slips right on there. It's quite a bit larger than a Vibraplex pendulum extender. Let me grab one of those for comparison purposes. Dropping things off camera here as I rummage through various containers. So this one would fit a Vibraplex bug. You can see that there's no way the Vibraplex pendulum extender would fit on the McElroy. As a matter of fact, that actually might even fit. Yeah, so the outside diameter that slips over a Vibраplex's pendulum actually fits inside the inside diameter of one that's meant to fit a McElroy. And you'll notice that this Telegraph Apparatus Company, this TAC bug, that's going to be the exact same as the McElroy. So I'm not sure if Telegraph Apparatus Company was the evolution of the McElroy bugs. Let's see. Radio telegraph transmitter, standard model Mac key, manufactured by Theodore R. McElroy, world's champion radio telegrapher, Boston, Mass. So I'm not sure if Telegraph Apparatus Company bought the licensing or the rights to produce McElroy bugs, or if they bought the entire company. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some research on that, but I do know that Telegraph Apparatus Company produced the later the later versions of the Mac key and the McElroy Stream key, the straight key. Both very nice designs. So this hole-in-the-wall bug, as far as I know, it was not a McElroy product. It was a product of just the Telegraph Apparatus Company, but it did take a lot of the design elements from the Mac key. Most notably, the contacts. Are the contacts the same? Let's get that Mac key back out here. Yeah, the contacts appear to be the same size. The knobs on the contacts are a little small. Okay, so different contacts, same lever assembly, same pendulum rod, Different dit and da stops, different spring, much more similar to the Vibraplex spring. Oh, a completely different spring assembly. Oh, that's so funny. I'm pointing right in here because what I think I see as a spring, it's actually the reflection in the wall, where the term hole in the wall comes from. There is not a second spring up here. I was looking at a reflection of this one. I thought that was a really interesting design for a second. All right, let me get the Mac key back off the desk. And let's turn this around. So yeah, there's a good front view. Why they call this the hole in the wall bug. It's got a little wall and everything passes right through that hole. Let's see if we can get this bad boy ready to make some noise. It looks super clean. I do see a little bit of corrosion just on the two springy pieces of metal here and on the two springs themselves. So springs feel a little bit of corrosion, but on the overall, everything else looks really good. Shame this finger piece broke. Let's take a quick look at that. Can I get that off? Yes. Let's get some super glue and see if we can't put that back together. I have very rarely had a part break in shipping. This might be the first one I can remember for quite a while. Okay, that glue's set enough to let go of. I'm just going to wipe off the excess with a little piece of foam here. And that's the only screw that holds this together. So we're probably going to break that again. But, you know, we'll do our best. We'll leave that to the side for now. And let me go ahead and put my cap back on the super glue. All right, we'll come back to the thumb piece. Let's get that tightened up a little bit. Oh, Phillips heads. All right, let's get that contact post tightened up a little bit. Just a snug. All right, so I did a video recently on how to adjust bugs. This one is going to follow all those same procedures, so I'm just going to loosen everything up. And I can see a couple of interesting things on this. So these two posts that these stops are mounted on, this one looks like it's turned, and I can see just the way it's designed, it moves a little bit. So I'm going to straighten that out. I can't really get a good purchase on that screw right there. That might be just enough, just to give it a little snug and hold that straight. We've got pretty good pressure, a little too good pressure on the circuit closer there. Interesting design. Let's go ahead and tighten up this other contact post. Okay, yep, loosening everything up here. And I'm going to move the weights back to the slow setting. Nice to see that they included two pretty large weights on this. These are very different from the Mac Key weights, which were more disc-like in nature. And first things first, that spring is all the way out. It's still very heavy. One thing I will say, if you've never used a Mac Key, Mac Keys are very heavy-handed in my opinion. I kind of like that. They said that Theodore McElroy, let me read the tag off the Mac key again. Theodore R. McElroy, world's champion radio telegrapher. They said that McElroy had huge hands, like ginormous Christmas ham-sized hands is the story I was told. And so that's why his keys and his bugs were so bulky and so heavy, because he had these huge hands. He didn't mean to be heavy-handed. He was just naturally built that way. So these are a little heavy-handed because he designed them. And you know what? You don't get a reputation as world champion radio telegrapher without knowing a thing or two, because you've seen a thing or two. It takes a little getting used to after going with keys that have such a lighter touch, but it's actually nice to be able to, be a little more aggressive with your key and know that it's not going to slide around the desk and that it's absolutely giving you back everything you put into it. So, okay, so I've got that. Now let me adjust the DA side stop and lift that so that it's coming off the damper here. There it goes. And now I just want to barely rest it back on the damper. And we'll lock that down. And then I'm going to bring this in till it's just touching on the DIT side stop, and I'm going to back that out. That's not enough, so I'll do another quarter of a turn. All right, I brought it out just another eighth of a turn past that. Again, little heavier hand on these keys. So I'm giving a little more gusto. And then I want to bring this in till it looks like it's visually just kissing. That looks pretty good. We'll adjust that once we get it wired up. And then that actually is already feeling like it's in pretty good position. I'm going to lock that down. Yeah, I think we could probably leave it just like that. Now these feet, they're pretty hard. I wonder if we can get any more grip on them. Sometimes when I have feet like this that are a little hard, I see if I can just clean, any little bit of surface film, surface smoothness that might have built up over the years. I made a marginal improvement. All right, we need some wire. Let me find the wire. Okay, I was cleaning up the other day, and the bad thing about cleaning up is I can never find anything when it's not right out in front of me. So there's the wires. And being as that this is a fresh one, let's just get that ready to use. So I'm just going to strip off a little bit more of the outer casing. And since this is a bug, I'm not going to need this white wire at all. So I'm just going to clip that off at its base. And then the red and black, let's just get a little more exposed wire showing. And how is this constructed? So we have the DIT contact going here. So this is the base and this is the contact. So we'll wire negative to the base and positive to the contact. And let's get the rig set up for a little testing. All right, I got the rig fired up. Let me just turn the monitor level up here for us. Can we hear that? Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so hey, that didn't require any cleaning. Okay, so those are a little dirty. Let's see. let me grab my All-American contact cleaner, my crisp $1 bill. Mr. George Washington's going to help give this just a little polish on the contact. All right, that's zippy. Yeah, that's really moving. I've got a little speedometer off camera. Let me see what this is registering in at. Let me get that fired up, and I'm going to send some 5s. Yeah, the little speedometer says that was going 31 words a minute. Don't quote me on how accurate that is. Anybody with better tools can tell me what it actually is. And you know what? I just don't go that fast, and that's why I use a pendulum extender. So let me stick my McElroy pendulum extender on there. Okay, so now it's telling me we're going 19 words a minute. That sounded, I would have said that was 17 or 18, but sure, okay, 19, that's fine, that's cool. This feels pretty strong. Let's see if we can put that back on. Let me grab the screwdriver that's already got a flat head on here, since this is a slotted screw. And if it breaks again, I can always just super glue it again. And if that breaks again, well, I've got a brand new package of wooden finger pieces and thumb pieces, and we'll stick a wooden one on here. But you know how I feel about using original parts, vintage parts wherever possible. So hopefully this will hold up for us for a little while. It's got a lot of movement in it. I'm going to see if I can bring this in that extra 1/8 of a turn. And then I'll have to bring this in. I think that's serviceable. It's not perfect. And that could come in some. I like that to be a little tighter. Yeah, okay, that's got a good sound to it. Let's actually go on the air. And not only did we get it done, we got it done on this beautiful Telegraph Apparatus Company bug, the tack bug, which, yeah, this is the first tack bug in my collection. It's, I'm going to say it's a little less heavy-handed than the Mat Key, while still having all of the super heavy-duty durability of the Mat Key. It's right on par with any of my Vibraplexes, and I think I really like it. I might leave this on the desk for a while. We'll see. We might see this in some future videos, just working, working through weekend sprintathons, or just normal QSOs, or otherwise, maybe we'll take this out and do a field activation. So looking forward to that. And this has been a really cool, really cool series. This has been a really cool video for me because, like I said, it's the very first tack bug that I've done, and I really like that. Just giving everybody a good look at it. Let me take that off so I can get it in the frame a little bit better. But yeah, that's the Telegraph Apparatus Company, and yeah, overall very happy with that. Looking forward to having a whole lifetime of service for this bug. And until next time,